It's pretty rare that you can tell that a show will be something unique from the title alone, but the show Amish Mafia happens to be one of those special few. It's a reality TV show from the Discovery Channel, which I only ever saw when I was in biology class in middle school and we watched some documentary about plants, but some time ago they switched from airing educational documentaries to the far superior reality TV shows. We follow what has got to be the least intimidating mafia group that I've ever seen. They're all Amish guys in Lancaster County, which is where a lot of Amish people live. Right in the first episode, we see two of the main guys who are part of the Amish Mafia.
I don't think John is as smart as he thinks he is.
What's up, Dylan? How you doing?
Initially, I thought they were stealing a scooter here, which actually gives you a rough idea of the level of criminality we'll be dealing with in this show, but actually what's going on is that this guy doesn't have a car, so he rides around on a scooter all day, and then when his friend pulls up with a truck, he loads the scooter in the back like that one kid in South Park, and they're the tough guys in town. Only the bravest men would dare challenge them. By the way, really quick, even though these guys are Amish, they choose to have some modern things like cars and guns. And I also wanted to remind you guys to tweet out the hashtag Amish Mafia, which will give you instant respect among all your friends. So now we meet the leader of the mafia, which is this guy, Lebanon Levi, and they try to scare us by telling us how much of a tough guy he is.
One time, one guy put a gun to Levi's chest. Levi didn't even flinch, he just broke the guy's arm.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I believe that story. Since we're talking about this guy, I need to see some proof before I believe that. And that's pretty much the Amish Mafia. They got some dude on a scooter, this guy, and their leader is this man. I don't know how this show was on the air for 5 years. I don't know how anyone took this seriously, but this is the main cast. This is it. There is also this one other guy, but oh man, we'll get to him later. So what they do as the Amish Mafia is they're basically wannabe vigilantes running around town solving little mysteries like Nancy Drew. For example, in the pilot episode, which is usually supposed to be a really strong opening for the show, the two henchmen follow someone who broke an old lady's carriage accidentally. What happened was she was on the road with her horse and this guy tried to pass her with a car because she's slow and leaving a trail of horse shit behind her, and he accidentally bumped into her and her wagon immediately collapsed. So they track down the guy who did it, and the blonde man who's named Jolin confronts him.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on?
Oh, Buggy got hit by a car and a car left. We're trying to figure out who did it.
Buggy got hit by a car. Are you assuming it's my car?
Well, what kind of car do you drive?
What's the matter? What kind of car you drive?
Is it a white four-door? Because that's what they said hit the Buggy.
Are you here to arrest me or do something about it?
I want to get to the bottom of it.
You need to get the hell off my property, man.
As we can see, the guy is not at all intimidated by the Amish Mafia hunting him down, and then just tells him to hit the bricks. Then, to teach him a lesson, Jolin breaks his car window. That gives you a sense of how tough and feared these men really are. Nobody's scared of them, and then when no one's looking, they quickly break something and run away. But the main part of the show is that everybody wants to be in Levi's position, right? They all want to be the leader of the Amish Mafia, even though it's just 4 people with day jobs, but whatever. So what happens is the bishop in town is sleeping with a prostitute, and the two henchmen get a camera to take pictures which Levi can use to extort the bishop. However, the scooter guy keeps the best photos for himself so that maybe he can take Levi's spot.
I gave Levi most of the photos, but I kept few of the better ones out of it in case I need them later down the road or something. I'm trying to get that top spot where Levi is now.
And this doesn't even make a lot of sense, because if you were really trying to be the #1 gangster in town, why would you announce your secret master plan on national television? Now everybody knows that you're trying to betray your gang members to become #1, but that never gets addressed. Anyways, we see that they make their money by throwing a party where people pay an entrance fee, and this party is pretty embarrassing. There are a couple of awkward kissing moments that are almost as bad as Chris from Prank Invasion. Like you have this weird one right here.
You from down here?
Yeah, I grew up in Millersville. I don't want...
What? Then you have whatever this is with the 4th member of the gang.
Being one of Levi's guys, hey, you know, a guy that's got a little power is always attracted to girls.
That's, by the way, his only notable appearance that I've seen so far. A girl kisses him, then he stares into some random corner of the room and she walks away. So even though they're part of the Mafia, they're not really living exciting lives. I also found out that later in the show we get to see their creative ways around some modern technologies. Like instead of using grenades or bombs, what they do is, and this is really in the show, they fill a bunch of bags with cow farts and then light them on fire.
We're going to this dairy farm. Cows' farts are very flammable, so that's how we're going to use it. We're going to bag it up and use it on the shed. Whoa, girl.
Extracting the methane gas from a cow is not really the prettiest thing to see or watch or do, but in the end, it's definitely worth it.
Oh, yeah. Just good.
We're harvesting.
They actually shove a tube down a cow's ass and get it to fart in a plastic bag. And they really could have used a different color bag, by the way. You know, a black one or a green one would have been good. But instead, they went with this see-through trash bag where you can see all the liquid shards flying around. Can you imagine carrying these bags of farts and then tripping in the barn and just having that stink bomb explode in your face? Oh hell no, man. I would exit the Amish Mafia that instant. Now obviously, this show is fake as shit. I mean, 99% of all reality TV shows are. But the producers of the show actually claimed this was real. Obviously, nobody believed them. I mean, seriously, the show is called Amish Mafia. How real can it be? There were also countless articles by people who live in Lancaster County saying the show was faked, and others saying that there is no such thing as the Amish Mafia. And it's weird because, like I said, I used to watch documentaries from the Discovery Channel, but they changed their programming to air this kind of stuff? Really? Anyways, back to the show. In the last episode I watched so far, a non-Amish person is having a sketchy bake sale, so our heroes shut him down and then these two have sex in the bedroom while the cameraman chews to wait 10 feet away from the door.
I honestly don't know what Levi would do if he caught the two of us together or found out we were doing something. If we're really gonna do this, we've got to turn off our mics. But pretty sure I got more guns than he does, so.
But the overall worst moment by far is when another criminal comes into town and draws some attention to the Amish Mafia because his arrest is on local news. And Jolin says,
Alan definitely is bringing some unnecessary attention in not a good way from the Amish community.
Dude, what are you talking about unwanted attention? You do realize that you're saying this on a show that will air on a giant television station. Who is bringing more attention to the Amish Mafia? This guy on some local news show with 3 viewers, or you while being on a show literally called Amish Mafia? And the producers of the show claimed this was real. Come on, man, nobody's that stupid.
Can't be getting in trouble with police.
So that's pretty much it. This show is one of the fakest and goofiest things that I've seen in a long time, and I wanted to share it. Thanks for watching. Bye.